The Bloop presents The Rum Review with your host, Dr. Hunter S. Snook. How's it hanging, Hunter?
Like David Carradine in Bangkok Hotel.
So bad then?
Yeah, kind of leaning towards bad.
Well, I hope your review of Across the Universe, wasn't it?
Yep.
Will help you take your mind off whatever is so bad.
Well, first off, I have to let you know, we're going to have to split the parts of the movie I review into two portions. The music and everything else.
That's fine, given how the movie's kind of written around the music.
Yeah, I gotta admit, going in, I was worried about the soundtrack. Because, you see, covering the Beatles music is like translating the Bible.
Oh, totally. Both are very sensitive, very highly regarded material.
But this soundtrack, this is the King James version of Beatles covers.
So it sounds nice, but its accuracy is doubtful?
Pretty much.
Well, if Across the Universe is the King James version, then what, pray tell, is the soundtrack to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
The Gospel of Judas.
You're right, but, yes, the movie does put a contemporary spin on the songs, but they sound freaking awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot that Bono was in this movie.
You know, I like how, even when he's playing a Ken Casey XP, Bono just cannot be bothered to remove some form of sunglasses.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, at least he had less than, 5 minutes of screen time.
Thank God. And the main cast did a fine job too. Jim Sturgis, Evan Rachel Wood, Joe Anderson, and the Janis Joplin chick. Dana Fudge, I think her name is, could sing the khakis off me.
Yeesh. I think you might be a bit too old for her.
Nonsense. I may have been alive during the time depicted in the film, but I am young at heart.
Oh my God, you're right. And if I'm not mistaken, you traveled in the same circles as those in the film. How does the film measure up to your own experiences?
Well, I don't remember us, that is, the hippies, being so insufferable. To be honest, after a while, I found them kind of douchey and sort of self-aggrandizing.
It's funny because I ended up changing the way I felt about some of the characters too. When I first saw the movie way back in 2007, I thought Joe Anderson's character Max and his college chums were so cool, wasting time and breaking dorm room windows and golf balls. And I was just like, oh my God, I want to be like Max and company when I get to college. But now that I've actually been here in college, I'm like,
wait, no, these guys are buttholes. I don't want to be like them. It seems that if you want to take one thing away from the movie, it's, well, it seemed like cool or right at the moment might end up not being so cool or so right. Speaking of right, there are two huge things that bug the crap out of me.
What are they?
Okay, first, Jude. The audience is supposed to think, oh, poor weirdo Jude. But everything he did was inconsiderate and belligerent. At the beginning of the film, he has a girlfriend in Liverpool who he promptly forgets about once he goes to America and meets Max's sister, Lucy. He doesn't let her know how he wants to break up with her. But he has second thoughts? Nothing. He just stops writing to her. And then he has the nerve, the conceit, where Lucy starts seeing the anti-war guy Paco to get mad at her, but basically doing what he did to his old girlfriend.
Yeah, Jude did kind of come across as a whiny little...
And that's not even taking into account how he treated Paco. At one point, Paco has a spare TV that he was nice enough to not only give to Lucy, but also move it into her house. She lives with Jude, who's busy doing crappy pictures of apples. When they come in, Paco tries to be civil, says he hope he isn't disturbing Jude's work. What does Jude say? This is not a living room. This is a studio.
Yes, it didn't seem Paco had many faults aside from getting in the way of Jude and Lucy and, of course, before him and his fellow activists radicalized.
Yeah, conspiracy to commit terrorism aside, Paco's a polite guy, which brings me to my second gripe. Now, Paco and his fair weatherman friends are made out to be the bad guys for making bombs and planning to use them. Not without good reason, but think about this. How many people did they kill?
I think it was 13 or so.
And who were those 13?
Themselves?
Exactly, and it was an accident too.
Hey, that's what happens when mid-upper-class college students try to wage guerrilla warfare.
But now Max is drafted. Against his will, yes, but he still serves. And from one little scene of Vietnam in the film, he sees combat and is shown firing his rifle. Him firing his rifle suggests he killed some people. Who are these people? Viet Cong guerrillas? Some random villagers? For all we know, he killed more people than Paco and his moron friends.
I just think that's symptomatic of the tendency of films about the 1960s to be about the Vietnam War without actually analyzing it. Like how many Vietnam movies have Vietnam movies have we seen that focus on the angst of American soldiers who don't want to be there, instead of the suffering of the Vietnamese who actually lived there?
Do you want you to count? Even in here, they couldn't be bothered to set a single scene in Vietnam, even though it's a huge part of the climax. Which makes me gotta give this movie put props for actually showing scenes of Vietnam, so minimal they may have been.
Wow, Hunter, I gotta say, I'm impressed with this review. You seem to have given the film a lot of thought.
What can I say? It was stimulating, like a trope of Salma Hayek's dressed as sexy nurses.
Or the morphine that made a scene the aforementioned trip possible.
Or the Lennon McCartney composition that made that possible.
What did you think about Prudence? I thought she was going to have an important role, but she kind of went nowhere.
Well, we knew that she had the hots for the Janis Joplin chick. That storyline didn't go anywhere. She said she was sleeping with, I'm not even sure which one it was, Max or Jude. But that went nowhere either. She was filled with pent-up sexual frustration that just went nowhere.
What was even the point of our first scene, the I want to hold your hand scene?
I don't know. To establish that she was a horn dog? That she was bi? We'll never know, because that went nowhere too.
Okay, the plot might not have been so, tightly woven, but the film was visually interesting and constantly kept you on your toes.
Definitely. When I first watched the movie in theaters, I was dragged out of the theater for putting a shotgun to Uncle Sam's in the I Want You scene. I swear they were to steal my soul, or at least my adrenochrome.
I don't know, I think you might have been overreacting. So, well, any final thoughts on Across the Universe?
Yeah. Hey, Jude! You! I'm Dr. Hunter Snook. This has been The Rum Review.